Welcome back, Celestial Council. How are you beautiful people doing? I hope you guys are doing fabulous and living the best version of your reality. Welcome back to your YouTube love reading, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. For the ones that are new and don't know me, my name is Hierophant Joey. And for the ones that are always coming back, you are highly appreciated, of course. So if you find out you resonate with my content, press the like button, share, subscribe, do all of that. Also remember not to be scammed by anyone. I do not send people messages. And all my spiritual handles will be in a description box, okay? Patreon, TikTok, Facebook, and the link to my private readings will be all in the description box. So, welcome back. So some of the things that we went through already is the new moon in Capricorn. Juno went retrograde on the 12th of January, which kind of broke down the downloads of love and the situations that are going on with love very, very thoroughly down on Patreon. So if you want to go subscribe to Patreon and get the downloads first and be part of the Celestial Gang, you can go to www.patreon.com/thehierophantjoey, or the link will be down there, right? We do moon readings over there, we do love readings, we do zodiac readings, we do a whole bunch of shit over there, okay? With that being said, collective, there is this energy of kind of like no longer being able to play within illusions of connections and love, knowing that they don't benefit you, okay? So the time is now 10:10, which is closing of cycles, closing of things that don't benefit you and don't bring you in alignment with the things that you want to experience. So a lot of you can be in relationships where you're trying to decipher or decide if you want to stay or leave according to if you need to heal or if this relationship is not bringing you healing. Some of you opted out of connections because you realized that it wasn't giving you what you wanted because you're not on the frequency of those things that you want from other people for yourself. So a lot of you understand that the reason why you're not getting a lot of the things that you want in these relationships is because you either don't give it to yourself and you're seeking other people to give it to you, and then which makes you trigger yourself, disappointment, expectations, all of these things that these relationships in the past couple of years have kind of like backed us up on. Like we are no longer being able to use those things as excuses, illusions, or whatever it may be. So I do have downloads. The moon is a waxing crescent moon right now in the sign of Aries. So there's a lot of leadership having to be adopted to be able to make the decisions within these connections and relationships, even friendships and even family members. You are no longer wanting to deal with a lot of the things or people, connections and situations that you were once dealing with before, because you understand that you're only attracting them because you lack those things that you seek within these people to give to you. Okay, so whether it's love, compassion, understanding, expression, communication, understanding, it doesn't matter what it is. All of these aspects of a relationship, if you're not receiving them, is because now you're understanding that you're out of balance with giving those things to yourself. Okay, so it's a very interesting energy, per usual. So let's clear the energy for the one time. And let's go into these downloads. So the downloads that I have, I've been accumulating over a period of time. It's why I haven't been doing love readings frequently. And it's because you were either dealing with the same situation, not listening, not going against what Spirit was telling you. So Spirit is like, we're not going to do readings until these people get onto the frequency that they need to be on. Some of you finally had the epiphany or had the awakening of why certain things weren't working, or why certain conversations weren't being had, or why you were being held back on making certain decisions. So now we can proceed with the readings. Okay? So divine masculine and feminine. Everyone who has been single will find love in a stage where they will experience unconditional love because they choose to heal before attracting love. So some of you, you probably have been single for a while, and even if you have been dating and been trying to connect to people, you get disappointed, you're not motivated, there's no inspiration, people are not being able to come and give you what it is that you need. But it's also because you need to realize and become aware of the fact that you're either going through emotional lessons, learning about love yourself, the perception of love, or what love really is. So a lot of you can't be dating and trying to connect with people in situations if you still haven't cleared these lessons. It's why these people are coming in and are still representing things of your past. And it's simply because a lot of you are not pushing yourself to apply your boundaries, to apply your standards and your morals that you have learned through your ascension journey, okay? So it's different for everybody, but I also kind of feel like if you're not learning these lessons through your relationships, you're definitely learning them through your family members, right? Because some of you probably haven't been in a relationship in a long ass time. So a lot of you are learning these lessons through your friends and your family members, or even the people that you choose to have financial partnerships with, okay? Those who attracted love while being young, broken, and unhealed will fall away from the relationship that they're in to work on self and an emotional aspect of their soul to better understand relationship, not only of self, but how you connect to others, because this is what Juno retrograde is about. This is why I'm telling you, go to Patreon with the link down there and go subscribe, because those readings really break down the energy as to why we connected to certain people, why we make certain decisions, why we attract in the same type of people or the same type of cycles or the same type of connections. And it's because we need to understand that we need to parent ourselves or teach ourselves the new vibration of love, not the love that you were brought up in, not the love that you were taught, not the love that you were told to believe in, but the love that you want to experience. So you have to recalibrate all of these things, not only within yourself, but within the relationships and connections that you're in already, okay? Some of you know you have to leave a connection or a relationship to be able to heal yourself before offering this person anything or allowing this person to offer you anything, because if you're not healed, then you're only going to attract unhealed qualities from these people that you're in a connection or relationships with, right? So a lot of you need to understand that you need to leave a relationship, especially if you've been in a relationship for a long time and the same things keep playing out, the same conversations, the same problems, the same arguments, the same insecurities, the same, and it's because you have to separate from this person to be able to heal, or so they can be able to heal. You can heal, you can't heal in the space and time of both people being unhealed and both people trying to point the fingers as to why this is not going to work, or as to why you don't have this, or as to why you're disappointed, or as to why this is not working. Well, it's not fucking working because, like I said in the last reading, is because both of you are so busy trying to point the finger at each other when you should be pointing the finger at oneself for all the things that you have accepted, that you have allowed, that you didn't allow yourself to change, or that you just embraced and allowed, and now that it's not giving you the things that you want and it didn't result in what you wanted to experience. Now a lot of you are being forced to either leave the relationship for your own good or leave the relationship because the other person needs to heal or you need to heal. Either way, take it how it resonates. Others of you have been in relationships for too long, and now it feels like you cannot be yourself because you can't change who you are as you want to, right? Because that's your free will. And the reason why you don't want to change or create the changes and make the decisions within these connections and relationships to evolve is because you know that if you evolve and you change, then it's going to change the dynamic of this relationship because of how the other person is used to the way that you are, or the perks that they get out of you, or how it's going to reflect back to them that they have to create changes and create certain shifts within themselves. So not only the relationship with themselves can work, but the relationship between you and this person. For others of you, this is more about yourself. And understanding that I can't keep putting myself in these connections and these relationships, understanding that I still have emotional lessons that I have to learn about myself, understanding that I still have problems with wanting to be in control, understanding that I still have problems with my ego, understanding that I'm still petty, understanding that I still don't have the ability to express emotions or have certain conversations or to express what I really want and need or to apply my boundaries within these connections. I cannot keep allowing myself to be in these connections or to keep dating or to keep embracing certain energies into my reality, knowing that it's not going to align with what it is that I want, because I'm not aligned to what it is that I want for myself or that I need to give to myself. Okay? So Jupiter retrograde is no longer allowing you to use lies, illusions, mirages to tell yourself that these relationships or connections aren't working because of the other person. No, they're not working because you don't understand that you're attracting these people because of the lack that you have for yourself. That's why you're seeking it in other people, is because you don't have it. So you're only going to attract what you already have or what you don't give to yourself. Collective. And this is why Juno is like, you have to understand the relationship of self before you try to control or understand or navigate a relationship with others. It's that simple. You are no longer going to be able to connect, date, be in love, or be in a relationship without understanding yourself to the depths of your soul. Because the only reason why these people are here and doing the things that they do and say what they say and act how they act is because it's a reflection of what you lack within yourself, whether there's boundaries, love, compassion, self-worth, value. All of these things are happening because you are seeking something within these people that they can't give you because you don't give it to yourself. Okay, we've been talking about this for years, months, and everything the fuck else, and it's like a lot of you don't get it. The reason why your relationships don't work or why you're having the same conversations or the same arguments is because you and these people need to individually heal. Okay? Love is like building a house. Is the next download. And for some of you, what you need to understand by me saying that is that love is like building a house. You need a foundation, you need wood, you need metal, you need pipes, you need windows, you need plaster, you need drywall, you need what is that pink stuff called? That fiberglass that they put in, it's like, I forgot what it's called, but that pink stuff they put in the wall, insulation. You need nails, you need screws, you need tiles, you need a color, you need this, you need that, you need to understand that love is like building a house, and some of you wanted to skip certain parts of the house building process just to get to the love part. And this shows you that some of you don't have the constructive values or morals or standards or boundaries in place to be able to build a relationship that embodies love. And it's because you do not have the right makings or the right blueprint or the right resources or tools to be able to create love within yourself. So how the fuck do you think you're going to be able to create it within a relationship? Just because you're being validated by somebody or they're being expressive and being emotional. And remember that the beginning of anything is the peaches and cream. It's the ego face that they're showing you, what they want to portray to you. Especially if you're the one that's like, well, I want this and I want that and I want this and I want that. Like the last reading, I said, stop telling people what it is that you want, because they're just going to play that script and be able to get that role. People that want to be in love and want to be in a real, genuine relationship and commitment know exactly what needs to happen and go down and what needs to be sacrificed and what needs to be given and received for the relationship to work. But some people are only here trying to gain relationships either so for stability, money because you're a hobosexual, or because you can't give yourself stability, your self-love, your self-understanding, your self-value, your self-worth. You can't give yourself these things, so you're trying to seek it in everybody else. Collective. It's like, for instance, people always ask me, how can you be single for so long? You've been single for 10 years. That's because I love myself. I am happy with myself. I can love myself. I can understand myself. And I know myself. So I'm not just going to settle for anything or anyone just because they're showing me things that I already show myself, or they can give me things that I can already give myself. Everything is in the proof of the action. And if these people don't align with their words, and their words don't align with their actions, and their actions don't align with their genuineness and their boundaries and their morals and their standards that they keep talking about that they have, then why the fuck should I settle? I don't even settle for shit for myself that don't benefit or align with my future. So why would I settle for somebody else settling within shit that they don't even know that they want or need? Or settle for people that don't even know what the fuck it is that they're doing when it comes to love? Why would I settle for somebody who can't communicate? Why would I settle for somebody whose reality doesn't align with what I want in my future? Why would I settle for somebody who just doesn't get the point and is narcissistic and is very selfish and doesn't understand that it's not only about them? Why would I do that to myself? Collective. So I'd rather stay to myself, be selfish, and wait for the right vibration or frequency within a person to find me. I don't have to go out and look for something that myself and my spiritual body is already attracting to me because of who I am. And if that means that if I haven't found love yet in these 10 years, it's because anybody that I came in contact with is not for me. If I would have pushed it or forced it, I would have found that out. But I already know that because the same people that I ghosted or cut off or put my boundaries or put my standards and morals in front of what they were trying to offer me, they quit. So that means that they weren't for me. Anybody that is for you will not quit. They will do anything in their power to get you, to make you happy, to make you feel comfortable, safe, and secure, and supported within the connection or relationship. And some of you are dealing with people who can't even do that. Right? Then we have some of you treat your spouses, connections, and etc. situationships better than your kids, or some forget they have kids when they're in love. And this is only a reflection of how some of you, your parents chose their lovers over you, and your emotions were invalidated. So now when you get into relationships, you do the same shit. You value your relationships and connections over your kids and the safety of your kids and the emotional opinion of your kids, collective. Some of you, this is also a reflection of how some of you refuse to give your inner child love from your own higher self. And this is why you can't get love from the spouses, connections, and people that you want to attach yourself to. It's because you refuse to love your inner child, but you want a stranger to come in and do that for you. And your inner child is like, I don't want love from them. I want love from you. I want love from this adult version of yourself. Because you were told not to love me. You were told XYZ, not to validate yourself. You were told that your emotions and your thoughts didn't matter when you were a child from your parents. So now that you're older and you're an adult, now some of you don't want to love that part of yourself, but you want other people to nourish you and to take care of you and support you and validate you. But you can't do it for yourself in your own inner child. So how can you expect somebody to come and do that shit for you? Your parents didn't support you or validated your emotions, or didn't really care when you were hurt or in pain, or because your emotions weren't validated. So what makes you think anybody that you're attracted now will, if you're not even giving it to yourself or your own inner child? Or your own divine feminine energy, or your own divine masculine energy? How are you going to attract the opposite person, or the opposite sex, or the opposite, or even the same sex, or the opposite, whatever, to come and give you these things if you can even give it to yourself? This is the question. Some of you are trying to force people to come in and give you things that you cannot give yourself. You can even have these pep talks and conversations with yourself. What makes you think these people will? You can even look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you don't want this relationship because you know that's holding you back. But how the fuck do you want these people to be honest with you? And this is kind of like the energy that we're in. Okay? Let's go into prayer because we're already 19 minutes in downloads. And then we're going to pull from the Mermaid Oracle, the Angel Romance, and then the Teenage Witch Tarot And then we'll probably go into some advice, and that'll probably be it for the reading. So let's go into prayer. Thank you, Father, Mother God, for waking us up today and us to be an extension of you. Understanding, overstanding, and understanding that we're constantly connected to God, soul, spiritual guides, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, anything that is high vibrational to get these messages across to the collective so they can be able to expand and evolve beyond the space and time of what they are aware. Thank you for your love, your wisdom, and support every day. We're nothing without it, and definitely nothing without you. In your humble name we pray. God is the sun and the sun is me. It is the one and it is the one that gave us polarity in life. It gave us evolution, polarity in night. Two lights that derived from the same source and made us in his image from the ultimate force. It travels through space and archetypes of mind where here and below you can also find. As above, it is below. When we transcend, we return and we grow. Remind yourself of who you are as you come from the light of God, as you come from the shining star. I just heard some of you gave somebody 3 strikes and those 3 strikes are up. What are you going to do? For others of you, you can't be mad at the fact that somebody has options when you've been had options. You had plan A, B, and C. So you can't be mad that these people have other options or that these people are connected to other people from their past because so are you. You have other options. You have other candidates. You have other, right? And then this is how you know that some of you are so insecure within your own self. Because why would you have options? The only reason why you have options is because you already know subconsciously that the people that you first chose or your first pick was never your soulmate. That's why you have options. Because if you were so sure that you was with your soulmate, why would you have options? If you were so sure that this was a great relationship for you, why would you have options? Why would you still be attached to people from your past? Why would you still XYZ have people pending or waiting around on the sidelines until you find the right person or they're waiting for you or you're waiting for them or you have all these unclosed doors that need to be closed? Then you wonder why you keep attaching yourself to people who have all these options and untied loose ends and doors that need to be closed. You're only going to attract what you are, collective. Show me who you chill with and I'll show you who you are. Show me who you lay with and I'll show you who you are. It's that simple. Whether it's emotional, physical, mental, sexual, spiritual, you and this person are a reflection of each other in some aspect. And I said that at 22:22. In the spiritual meaning of one, balance and harmony. It is a message from your guardian angels that you are exactly where you need to be to learn what you need to be learning, right? So it also represents partnerships, union, and relationships. It's about stable energy. If you're seeing it and you're in a relationship, it's a sign that things are either going well for you, or for them to go well, you have to make the decisions that you need to make that you keep ignoring. And for some of you, it's either you have to grow individually and then come back together, or you just have to leave this relationship altogether because you know that it's not for you. There's no stable energy within the relationship. It lacks compassion, it lacks loyalty, it lacks communication, it lacks harmony, it lacks balance, it lacks source, it lacks spirit, it lacks God, it lacks unconditional love. And that's why it's not for you. Okay, so let's go into the energies. What are the energies of love, the connections, the relationships, the situationships, the entanglements? Thank you. Homeland, arrival, a journey ends. Remember when I said 1010, there's a journey or cycle that's ending, establishment, building, and settled. Yeah, there's a relationship that's being broken up here. Somebody's breaking up with somebody, you broke up with somebody left home, somebody left. Some of you are going to be shocked that certain people are broken up. A lot of people are breaking up in silence simply because They knew that this was going to happen. People were being told. People, like, you were being told that this was going to happen. You went against it. Some of you were being told to leave the relationship. Some of you, but now it happened. There's no settling, there's no building, there's no establishment. It's in reverse. Collective. And then here you have the magic of the Kahalim Druid, which is talking about caution, secrecy, and wary. A lot of you found secrets. A lot of you, like I said, caution, right? A lot of you were being cautioned. A lot of you were being warned here, and some of you went against it, whether it was spirit, people, friends, family members were telling you not to be in this relationship, that you needed to let go, that some of you were only in a cycle because you didn't value yourself, and now because you lacked emotional intelligence, or because you didn't love yourself, whatever it was. A lot of you now see that, and now see that this wasn't stable because you lacked stability within your own emotional self. Right? So for a lot of you, it was an experiment. This relationship was an experiment for the universe to see if you were able to learn the lesson on your own without having to be told again. Some of you failed because some of you are still in it. But some of you are going to be cautioned and are going to be cautioned again, or you're going to have to find out a secret about this relationship or whatever this person's doing for you to be able to leave the relationship, because you're learning it the hard way. But for others of you, you seen the relationship for what it was. You saw the person for what it was. You saw the connection for what it was. You saw that they weren't in alignment with what it is that you wanted to experience. So you made a decision on your own to leave. You didn't need the secrecy or the caution for you to be able to leave it. You chose yourself because you felt the wave of power. You knew that this was going to bring you to something that you didn't want to experience again. So then the experiment, right? Somebody is trying to manipulate the nature of a relationship, forcing the change, the cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge and arrogance. Somebody is being very selfish and trying to manipulate the nature of a relationship by using people around the relationship as family members, friends, best friends, or whatever it is, to get you or get the other person to accept what you're being offered or what the commitment is being brought to. So some of you, you're being forced or being manipulated into believing what the other person is saying and what they're doing, knowing that is a lie. For others of you, this person has been lying to you, and some of you are about to find out the situation. Even if you made the decision on your own, or the universe is making it for you, some of you are still going to find out the evidence as to why you made a decision to leave or why you're being forced to leave. And for some of you, it's the other way around. Somebody is forcing the change within a relationship. It's like they're forcing themselves to, they're forcing you to see a change that is only an illusionary success. They're only changing because you're forcing them to, because you're going to leave them. But once you get settled and get comfortable again, this person goes right back to the same person. For some of you, that were in a connection, you were in a connection because you left the connection. But some of you were in this connection, and the only reason why this person was seeking for you is because they were in an experiment of themselves to see if they can live the soft life, if they can live the love life, if they can live the natural, normal, simple life instead of living the low vibrational life that they were living. They went to go see if they were capable of living that life. And when they saw all the work that they had to do and how honest they had to be and the things that they had to detach from, they understood that they weren't ready to make those sacrifices. It's easy to call the devil than to watch him arrive. And that's what they saw. It's like, be careful what you ask for. They wanted this perfect life, or this stability, or this love, or this financial stability, or whatever the fuck this was. But when they seen all the work that they had to put in and all of the changes that they had to create within themselves, they changed their mind. So for some of you, these people are not as obsessed as they were with you in the beginning. Now, are they? Some of these people probably ghosted you. Some of these people are probably ignoring you. Some of these people are probably trying to avoid you. Yeah, because now they have to see everything that they have to do and change and sacrifice so they can be able to even get an ounce of whatever it is that they were trying to give to you, to bring in the illusion that they were ready when they weren't. They were saying all the right things, but they weren't doing all the right things. So some of you are definitely Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. These are the only energies that I have here so far. So earth signs, water signs, and air signs. Okay? What is happening with these connections and relationships in 2024? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Some of you are afraid of exploring feelings with someone because some of you were so afraid of exploring these feelings that you went to something that resembled your past. And the reason why is because the feelings that you have for this person, this experience, this relationship, this connection, or whoever this person is that's around you, you're afraid because you have no control over them. And you're not supposed to have control over them, because when it's natural, you're just supposed to let it flow. And this person, they do love you, they do want to be with you, but they don't want to rush anything because they don't want to mess anything up. For some of you, you're rushing the result of what this connection can become because you lack emotional intelligence or emotional validation of self. So you know that you and this person have real feelings towards each other, but you don't want to get into this relationship because it's not coming in how you want it, because you're not in control. So you went to something that had the ability to give you the control, but look at how it turned out. So the universe is telling you that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So accept what the universe is giving you in front of you and embrace it for what it is, because it will turn into what it is that you want. You just need to understand that you have to learn certain things before it turns into what it is that you want. But you just want to rush into the love part and into the pieces and cream part and into this part because you lack structure, emotional structure. So some of you, there's new love coming in for 2024. A new person will stir up your romantic feelings here. This person can be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or this person already came in. They've already been in love with you. They're ready for some of you, but some of you feel like you don't deserve this type of love because you've never seen this type of love before. Some of you are so used to somebody just coming in and wanting to commit off the bat and wanting to play this illusion and play house and do. This person doesn't want to do that. This person is being realistic with what love is, and it has to be unconditional, right? So for some of you, Cupid will strike. Some of you haven't met this person yet. You will start flirting with this person. Some of you, this person might be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So extend your lighthearted energy to others. Some of you probably are going to meet this person. Yeah, you will marry this person. Some of you, your soulmate is coming in. Your soulmate is coming in, or your soulmate is already around you. The thing is, this situation involves marriage. Some of you just don't see it that way because you don't have control over how it plays out and how it's going to impact you or how it does impact you. That's why some of you are afraid of these romantic feelings that you have for this person. Or some of you are going to be afraid of this new love, and it's because it's going to come in a way that some of you are not used to. Okay? Some of you, this person could be a Gemini or a Sag as well. The new person that's coming in, they could be a Gemini, Sag, Scorpio, Pisces, or a Taurus. Some of you, I'm hearing even a Leo. The top of the deck, what you don't see coming, is freeing yourself from a connection or a relationship that's holding you back. It's time to take back control of your life for some of you that are in a relationship already. Like I said, and the universe is telling you to pay attention to the red flags. The signs have been cautioning you. There goes that caution energy again. Been trying to tell you. You better leave the relationship before it shows you why you should leave it. Because if it shows you why, it's going to hurt even more. Because you didn't follow your intuition and you already knew it. Okay? What are the energies for the tarot? Storylines. Thank you. Yeah. Some of you are not accepting the truth with the Ace of Swords. That it's time to manifest a new relationship or a new partner, even if you are in a relationship. The ones that are single, you shouldn't be manifesting anything, because the ones that are single, like I said in the beginning, you're single because you know that you have to heal certain aspects of yourself before you do. And the ones that have healed, you know that you're not looking because you know that you're attracting it. Like I said, the new person is already coming in. But for some of you, that the ones that are actively looking and single is because you're still trying to replace something within yourself from somebody, receiving it from somebody else because you're not giving it to yourself, right? So that means that you're not healing or learning your emotional lessons. For the ones that have been single for a long time and are just healing and minding their fucking business and not really dating, those people know that they're going to attract what it is that they want. And this is the confirmation that it will come in. Because you have been attracting it with the Gemini energy and the Aries energy. Some of you might have Gemini or Aries in your moon. Others of you with the Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy of the Ace of Swords. It was more about understanding that some of you need to stop looking. And for the ones that are in a relationship, you need to start looking for either a new relationship with self by getting out of this relationship, or seeking a new partner because you are healed. This person just isn't. So this is why the relationship doesn't work. So leaving the relationship and being able to heal for a little bit, you know, a month or two, giving your space, being able to give yourself the space so your inner child and your divine feminine, divine masculine can be able to heal. So then you can be able to attract the right person, because you will manifest them because you are healed. You just don't understand that you have to leave the relationship first. Some of you are waiting to attract the person to then leave the relationship, when in reality you need to leave the relationship to clear the fucking information in the catch so that you can be able to attract the new person. Some of you are going to find out that somebody that you've been in a connection with, or that you are in a relationship with, is telling you that they don't want to be, they want to be in a relationship with you, they want to fix it, but then you're going to find out that they are starting a new beginning with somebody else, or they have been talking to somebody new. Either somebody new or somebody from their past. They're pouring energy into somebody else's cup. Yeah. The Six of Pentacles. They're breadcrumbing you. They're telling you, oh, this relationship is worth it. I want to get married with you. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to build. But then you find out that they're still attached to their ex. They're still attached to somebody they said they didn't fuck with. They're attached to somebody new. They started talking to somebody new. All this crazy shit because they already know that you're going to leave them. Doesn't matter what they do. They know they're going to leave them because they know they don't have the capacity, or they're not capable of creating the changes that you need them to create. Yeah. So you have the Four of Cups. Some of you are so disappointed that you have to make this decision. And this is why you don't want to make it. You want to keep giving this relationship or connection the benefit of the doubt when you know it's not going to work. Exactly. There's going to be no victory. There is, you know, you emotionally know that this has no victory in it for you. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo or a Cancer. Like I said, you already know, the High Priestess. Some of you know that if you leave this relationship and this connection, that you will experience victory. Some of you are going to find out through social media. Some of you, social media brings you victory because this person was so good at hiding what they were doing. But you're going to find out that they either have an extra social media, or they have an extra account, or they have a social media that you don't know about. And they've been flirting and doing this and doing that with all of these people. I don't know who that's for, but it's Leo, Cancer, Pisces energy. You're going to find out that they've been living like a whole double life. Yep. Which is going to give you the decision. It's going to be disappointing at first and very stressful because all this time that you put in trying to fix it. But this is exactly why you knew you should have left. With the Three of Wands. And then you have the Three of Cups and then the Queen of Swords. This person had you in a third party situation the whole time. Aquarius energy, Pisces, Gemini, Aries. They had you in a third party situation the whole time. It can even be that this person, if it's not a relationship, the person that you were in a connection with and possibly dating or about to get in a relationship with had you in a third party situation the whole fucking time. It's like they're in an open relationship, and they can do whatever the fuck they want. So they try to go and try to make you into a relationship, and they couldn't because they couldn't align with your vibration. Because they can only attract people who have no morals or standards or boundaries. Clearly, because they're in an open relationship. Whoever this Aquarius, Pisces, Gemini, or Aries is. Some of you, this can be having a conversation about wanting to be in an open relationship. Or somebody one of your partners coming to you and asking you if you want to have an open relationship. For some of you, this is very stressful because you never thought this person will ask you that. That's interesting. Yeah, that's a hard no. The world in reverse. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. This person probably even asked you for a threesome or an open relationship, or do you want to date other people or see other people to see if we're the problem, or to see if we can find something better. I don't know what this is, but it's only an excuse so they can do whatever the fuck they were already doing behind your back. And trying to make themselves seem like they're being honest, but they were already exploring other options. The Six of Swords, which pushes you to mentally make the decision of moving forward. Yeah. Some of you get some type of message or some type of call or some type of text. What is this? Oh. Somebody. Okay, so some of you, somebody's trying to manifest you. Whoever this Leo, Aries, Gemini, or Pisces is, they've been trying to manifest you, and they're about to come in with some type of message and some type of call or some type of message on social media telling you that they've been trying to find you, that, oh my God, that they fucked up, that they know that you was the one, that you're the one that got away. Whatever this is, they're coming back in with this call. They're just very iffy about how they're going to do it because they're afraid of your rejection. But they're about to. Right? With the Ace of Cups, the Magician, and the Fool. They're ready for this new beginning. They had to get, remember in the last reading where I said this person knew that they had to get all their shit together before they came back in? Yeah. Because for some of you, whoever this person is, you only talked to them for a little bit, probably a week, you know. It was great conversation. You thought that there was a strong connection, and there was, but this person was attached to things that they knew that if they would have told you about, or if they weren't like closed out of, that you would have rejected them anyway. So they decided to ghost you or just not pay attention to you, and they know that they did it wrong. This is why they're coming back apologizing and saying all this shit. So they knew that they had to disconnect and rearrange their life and reality before they offered you the commitment. And that's what's about to happen. They had to disconnect with the Queen of Swords. Right? And the Six of Pentacles, they did not want to breadcrumb you. So that alone is good character and good decision making. So this person is starting off, yeah, on a good foot. They didn't want to chase you without being able to give you what it is that you wanted or needed within your reality or connection or relationship. If they did catch you. That's why they didn't chase you. Now they're ready to. Five of Pentacles, they can be a Virgo as well. Yeah, now they're stable, right? For some of you, they needed to be financially stable before they offered you anything. Or some of them were going through a financial crisis or a relationship that really left them really hurt and battered. So a lot of you, they had to take all of these weeks and months to be able to heal themselves because they wanted to come in correct for you. So they didn't lead you on, pretty much. I like that. So this person is going to tell you all of that. And they knew what you deserved, so they didn't want to put you in an illusion. Any other energies? The Ten of Swords. Closing out the cycle, whether it's the relationship, how you love, how you accept it, how you give it, how you this, how you that. Like, all of this is coming to a closing. The lies you've been telling yourself, the illusions, the decisions you haven't made. Yeah, it's time. Because now a lot of you know your fucking value. The Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and Gemini. Some of you now know your value. Some of you Probably had a pregnancy scare. Some of you are going to find out this person got somebody else pregnant. And I just heard somebody saying the ethers again. And this is why the universe was telling you to leave this person. The Ten of Pentacles sideways. And then the Moon. This person thinks, whoever they are, think they might be a divine masculine. They feel because they can provide and they can protect, per se, and they can do all this shit that you needed before, but you don't need anymore because now you give it to yourself, that they can manipulate you and into like all of these things and illusions, or have a baby on you, or do all of these things that you're going to forgive them, but you're really not. That's the illusion that they're in. Just because I finance them and I give them this and that, they're going to tolerate everything that I do. That's bullshit. That illusion stops now. For some of you, you let somebody borrow money with the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, Taurus energy, the Moon, Cancer energy, and everything is fine with the Gemini, Aquarius energy. Whatever this is, you let somebody borrow money, right? And now they're showing you their real colors and what they really was trying to achieve through you, which was financial stability and trying to make a clean living through somebody else. They were trying to create illusions. And then the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. This person wanted to see if they can turn you into what they're used to attaching themselves to, which is low vibrational women or women who can be controlled. This person was just being nice about it and how they were doing it, so you won't suspect anything. But now, yeah, some of these people were doing favors for you, giving you money, paying for shit, doing things that you weren't asking them for, but it's because they lack financial stability, or they lack some type of stability that they thought that they could control you to get it. Look at their past women, or the women that they were attached to. Oh, well, I'm helping them, or they helped me, or they did that. Listen to what they're saying. But they couldn't be in control. Because they met somebody who was more in control of themselves than they were of themselves. Right? That was the toxicity that you couldn't judge. You couldn't see it, and now you do. Capricorn and Sagittarius, and then Taurus at the bottom. Whoever this Taurus person is, this can be somebody, or this Sag, or this Capricorn, or this Aquarius can be somebody who warned you about whatever this is. And some of you didn't listen. This person is a womanizer, whoever they are. They're a womanizer, and they get women into being under their control so they can use them for stability, financial stability, emotional stability, whatever it is that they need. They use women as like a battery pack, or to feel their own lack. Yeah, whoever they are, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, or Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. That's what they use women for. Or that's what they use men for. Take it how it resonates, because this is genderless, right? What is the advice? The whispers of love. A spiritual connection in reverse. Some of you thought you had a spiritual connection, and in reality it was a spiritual lesson. Appreciate that moment, because you learned things through it. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. This is for the ones that are about to meet that new person. And for others of you, choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. Some of you thought that you were making the right choice in loving somebody, and that was the wrong choice. And the reason why you made the wrong choice is because you lack choosing yourself through love. You lack giving yourself love before accepting it from somebody else. That was a whole word. Some of you would rather receive it from somebody else than to give it to yourself first. And that's why you keep attracting people like that. You have to learn how to love yourself first before trying to attract love. Because loving yourself first will put in the boundaries and the morals and everything in place that would not allow these low vibrational connections and people to even come in the first place. Because they're going to know that they don't have what it takes. It's going to be too hard for them. But you still give people the benefit of the doubt to come in and manipulate you and feed you illusions. Because you really don't know what love is, even with yourself. You are constantly making choices. When you choose love, negative feelings have no place in your heart. Like I said earlier, you know when somebody is your soulmate because you won't have other options. You won't have negative feelings. You won't be disappointed. You won't feel like iffy about making a decision. Telling and retelling a negative situation will not heal it. Repeating the conversations or the arguments. Surround the situation in love. Choose to see your responsibility and focus on love within yourself. This card relates to your perception of your world when it comes to love. Do you blame your environment for what is going on in your life or love life? This culpability could include your fate, your belief system, your life experiences, your traumas, or your parents. Like I said in the beginning, regardless of what has or will go on in your life, you always have a choice. It may not be easy, but choosing to love and be loving is your best option. You are in control of how you feel, not of how others make you feel. The silhouette of a woman's face is a backdrop to various images and memories. You can decide how you remember the events in your life, but that doesn't mean that how you remember them is the truth. If you wish, you can reframe your thoughts to find love in all situations. And some of you have to reframe your thoughts on how you see love. Like I said, and this is what Juno retrograde is talking about. I hope that this reading brought you some type of illumination, clarity to your soul. If you find out you resonated, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the page. Sharing is caring. Share the light. Share the knowledge. I love you, collective. Allow your inner celestial light to shine. And I'll see you next time. Bye.